Okay, today's daf is Yoma Lamed Beis, Yoma 32. It said in the Mishnah on Lamed Aleph Lamed Beis, it says Heviulos Atamid Kartzu Merak Achar Shechitah Al Yado Kiblas Adam Zarko. When they brought the Tam Shel Shachar, they did the following. So the Gemara asked, "What's kartzu? What does kartzu mean?" So they said, "Well, they killed it. I mean, they shechted it, basically." So the Gemara says, "Amar Ula barov shnayim." They did rove of the simanim. Amar Yochanan rove shnayim, rove of both simanim. Amar Shlakish sav rove shnayim. Amar Shlakish kamachas shani rubo shalachad kamo lama shani rove echad ba'of rove shnayim. And once we said that rove is like rubo kikulo by shechitah. So what does it say? By a bird where you need one sim and rove of it is good, and by a behemoth where you need two sim and rove of two is good. It should be pasha. Whereas the Reish Lakish says, because of our Mishnah, Hevilos atamid kartu umeirag achar shechitah yadav v'kiblas dam v'zarko yachol umeirag apostle. So the Gemara says, basically the answer is from our Mishnah. Our Mishnah says, umeirag, what is meirak? Meirak is that he finished the shechitah. He did the shechitah, he did rov shnayim, and then he finished the shechitah. He did a complete shechitah. So you might think that you need a complete shechitah. Kamash malan, like the Gemara says, Lamed Gimel at Aleph, Lamali Lamarik, if it's not a puzzle without it. And the Gemara says mitzvah Lamarik. It's a mitzvah to do marika, which is to finish the shechitah. The presumable explanation is because you want it's kachim and you want to do kabbalas hadam and zrikas hadam, so you want to get all the blood out. So therefore, you do a complete shechitah, which is a mitzvah. Seemingly, it's a din l'chatchila. You don't have to do it, but it's better that you should have more for the kabbalas hadam and the zrikas hadam. Now, a couple of questions over here. First of all, it says the lashon of the Mishnah kirtzu umirik achar shechitah al yadav v'kiblas hadam. Seemingly, it means kartzu is a lashon of plural, or someone else. It seems kartzo. Maybe it's somebody. It seems like it might not be the kohen gadol. Umeirag achar shechitah al yadav v'kiblas hadam. He was talking about kartzu. Was talking about the kohen gadol. And it's umeirag achar shechitah al yado, and someone else finishes the shechitah. V'kiblas hadam zarku. It sounds like somebody else is being makal adam and throwing it. That's impossible, because the main avoda is zrikas hadam by the kohen tamid, and it has to be done by the kohen gadol. So that's one problem. Tosos, there must be imkain on lamed aleph and lamed beis and beis. Hachanami mitzvah imkain havale shechitah b'shnayim. It's going to be shechitah. The Gemara asks, the Gemara says, a problem, maybe yachol lo yimayrik apostle, yachol amerok apostle can have le'avoda ba'acher. Or maybe the havim mean if you didn't do marika, it should be apostle. The Gemara says it can't be that it should be apostle, because then it's talking about someone who will be doing avoda, doing a shechitah. They finish the shechitah. If you need a complete shechitah of both simanim, then it would be part of the shechitah will be done by the kohen gadol, and part of the second part of the completion of the shechitah will be done by another kohen who's not a kohen gadol, and all the avodas will have to be done by a kohen gadol. Tosus has two questions. First of all, Tosus says, why doesn't the Gemara say that it's shechitah b'shtayim? Another problem is that if you really need the full two simanim, so the rove of shtayim is done by the kohen gadol, and someone else, another kohen finishes, so you have a shechitah done by two kohanim, and that's pasul and chulin. Another problem, Tosus says that who says that the kohen gadol has to do with all the shechitahs on Yom Kippur? It seems the Gemara on Membeis seems there's a Amand Amru says that by his par, someone else could shecht it, not the kohen gadol. So even though most of the avodas can be done by him, not all of them, the shechitah, we find the shechitah doesn't have to be done by him. To answer all these questions, I want to read the Gemara a little differently. We're talking about a different kohen. A different kohen shechted rov shnayim. Umirik, not acher, not a different person. Umirik achar shechitah al yado. After the shechitah was done, the kohen gadol finished it al yado v'kiblas hadam. The kohen gadol was to finish it, and he was the one who was makal hadam, and he zark when he threw it, because those are the main avodas. The main avoda, it's like Toz says, it's possible that the shechitah could be done by a zar. We know that regular by kachim shechitah is ksher bazar. So also in Yom Kippur, the voda is by Kohen Gadol. It could be that another Kohen could do the shechitah, but the marika wasn't a gmar shechitah. This answers the second question. The marika the Gemara never had entertained the possibility that marika was finishing the shechitah. Marika was done, like Rashi says, in order to have all the blood, to have more blood for the zrikas hadam. Marika is not gmar shechitah; it's tchilas kabbalas hadam. It's tchilas kabbalas hadam, and that's why it's not shechitah b'shtayim, because marika is tchilas kabbalas hadam. So according to this, we read the Gemara, Yachal lo meira ke apostle. So now we're establishing the fact that someone else did the Rosh Shnayim, and the Kohen Gadol was doing the Marika. So you might think that if Kohen Gadol didn't do the Marika, he didn't complete the Shechitah, it's apostle. And the Gemara asserts that Yachal lo meira ke apostle imkein havile avoda ba'acher. Of course, it's going to be apostle. What's the Gemara saying? Yachal lo meira ke apostle. We might think that the Kohen Gadol doesn't do the Marika, it's apostle. Of course, the Kohen Gadol does the Marika. Since Marika was part of the Kabbalas Hadam, it was the start of the Kabbalas Hadam, and that was an essential avoda of Yom Kippurim. Of course, the Kohen Gadol had to do it. Otherwise, it would be avoda ba'acher. It's not called avoda Yom Kippurim and ksher selabo. So now the Gemara says Haki Gamar Yachal Yeh Apostle Midrabana, and the Gemara is going back on what I said before. Now the Havamina is the Gemara. Maybe if some other Kohen did the Rov Shnayim, and there was no marika done, there was no completion by the Kohen Gadol. Not that someone else did the marika, and another Kohen did the marika. You might be apostle midrabanan, because midrabanan you have to get all the blood out for dam kachim, for a good zrika. Kashani rov echad ba'ov rov shnayim behema. Therefore, it said you have to the Kohen Gadol has to do the marika. He has to complete it. And so the completion of the Gemara would be that after the Gemara finds out that you don't have to do a marika, but you should do it for a kabbalas hadam, for a good start of kabbalas hadam. So the Gemara is lam li lamarik. The Gemara says mitzvah lamarik, that it's a mitzvah to do it lechatchila, to be a good kabbalas hadam, to have a good zrika.